Hello again, all you lovely losers. As you can see, I look a little bit different today. I have blonde hair. I haven't been blonde in a long time. I began the process of changing my hair color for the Magic Toy Box. I'm going to bleach it again to see if I can get it to go any whiter. And I have some of that violet shampoo and conditioner to put through to take out any brassiness. And then, in about a week and a half's time, it's going to go bright pillar box red. Holly berry. My head's going to look like a holly berry. But it's going to be cool. I like having scarlet hair. I haven't had that in a while. Excuse me. It's Friday. It's weigh-in day. And last week I was disappointed after being really good all week and putting on a pound. So this week I decided to hand in a food diary. I keep a food diary anyway. Every week I write everything down every day. And this time I just copied everything out of my book to hand in to Andy, my consultant. And if anything, I ate more this week, and I used like all my sins nearly every day. I think there was only 2 days where I was like half a sin or a sin and a half short of eating all of them. And the result was that I lost a pound this week. So there you go. It seems counterintuitive, but I have to eat to lose weight. Ta-da! I like to say the plan works. Yeah, eat, and you lose weight. So yeah, it was good. I've now had a chance to taste these guys. They're really good. I love them. I don't have them as my Healthy Bee choice every day, but I do tend to have one as a sin treat every now and again too, if I've had something else from a Healthy Bee. And this week's challenge actually was to do 30 minutes of body magic every day, which was a doddle for me because I do that practically in my sleep. And this week's challenge is to keep a food diary, which I do. Anyway, like this is my food diary. I'll just open it up to today. Let me see. I keep a brief notebook. Look, that's days. Started off, pages falling out of the back. Every day I write down what I have, so it helps keep me on track. It's more for the sins element and the healthy extra options than anything else, because my meals tend to be sin-free the majority of the time. I have an awful lot of speed food. I always have a minimum of a third speed food on my plate. I love my vegetables and a lot of my fruit too. And the fruit that I get, I tend to go for speed fruit rather than, I'm going to sneeze, rather than going for free fruit. Excuse me a second. Oh, no. I stole my own sneeze. I tend to very rarely having things like bananas. I tend to have apples and pears and raspberries and things in instead. So it's going to be very easy to do the keeping a diary anyway. Because I do that as a matter of course. I've been doing that since day dot. It's very rare that I don't keep a food log. On the rare occasion that I've decided I'm having a week off, I still kind of keep a food log in my head anyway. I kind of top up anyway. But I write everything down. It's easier for me. It doesn't work for everybody that way. Some people, they just do a day-to-day thing in their head, and that's fine. And then if they're having a bit of trouble, then they write things down to try and bring themselves back on track. But for me, I find it easier, even when I'm being off track, to just write everything down so that I can see what I've had, when I've had it. I've got several of these books. I've got about 4 or 5 of these books. And I just keep writing in them. It's much easier for me to be able to look back and say, hey, I had a good week that week. What did I have that week? I did this, that, and the other. And it means I can go back and replicate things. I also, on some of the pages, if I try out a new recipe, I'll see if I can find a one. Yeah, what's this, for example? I put the eels on. You see, that was there. I made fish pie that day. Just roughly what was in it, so that I can look back. I have the dates on everything in the freezer and go, oh, I made it on that date. Oh yeah, that's what's in it. I mean, I write it down on the packaging as well, but I can look back and I can just pop it in. It's easy. So it's nice and easy for me. So it's been a good week. Done a lot of running around. I've been more regular with my meal times this week. Last week I was kind of all over the place. I was so run off my feet and I was just grabbing food here and there. And it was all on plan, but I was eating at random times. I would be having like breakfast at, say, 9:30 or not at all. And then lunch at maybe about 2 o'clock, and then grabbing something quick about 5, and then having a snack at about 11:30 at night. And I don't usually do that. I have pretty much set breakfast times. I eat around about 9, 9:30ish for breakfast. Lunch is around about 12, 12:30ish, and I'm up to 1. And dinner time's at about 5. And then I have a snack at about 8:30, 9 o'clock at the latest. I tend to try not to eat after that time. Sometimes I'll have a little extra, sometimes I don't. But there you go. I have set meal times, and that works better for me, obviously, because last week I was on plan, but was all over the place and put on a pound. This week I was on plan with set meal times, and I lost the weight that I put on last week. So there you go. You do what works for you, really, don't you? You do. And it's the run up to Christmas now. It's officially getting to be like Christmas party time. I'm not going to any Christmas parties. I'm Billy No Mates. So I don't have to worry about any of that, really. Christmas markets and things, if I do have little tasters of things, that tend to be like really tiny taste of things, I just use my sins for the day for that. And I have a couple of tiny bits of cheese and maybe a little bit of fudge or something, and I just say that's my sins for today, nothing else sinful. And it means that, you know, I'm covered. I've covered my ass, you know, swearing, I've covered my butt. And it's much easier for me that way to do it. And there's only a couple of Christmas market days between now and Christmas that I might go to. I'm not set on going into them because I finished my Christmas shopping. Can you believe that? It's not even the end of November. I have got all my Christmas gifts bought. My Christmas cards are written but not addressed yet. And I'm going to be wrapping tonight. I like to be prepared. I don't like going shopping during December because I feel stressed. And if I'm stressed, I eat more and I eat stuff that I shouldn't eat. So to avoid the stress, I like to try and get everything ready for the end of November, and then I can just enjoy the season. I usually have people around on Christmas Eve for some nibbles, and then Christmas Day we have Christmas dinner. But 99% of the stuff that's on Christmas dinner is Slimming World friendly anyway. I mean, look, you got turkey. Turkey is a free protein food. That's fine. You got potatoes. They're a free food. If you put butter in your mash, then fair enough, that's sin. But I make sin-free roast potatoes, and I make good roast potatoes. Oh, I really do. I've perfected them now. All your vegetables are sin-free. They're all either free or speed. And then all you've got is maybe some stuffing to sin. I like to have, it's very Scottish, oatmeal stuffing called skirly. But I have a very, very small amount. I mean, it's probably worth about 10 cents, and I only have a very small amount. And the only thing other than that would be gravy. But this year I'm going to have my sin-free onion gravy because I find I actually prefer it. And it's so easy. I just fry off some onion, put it in a jug with a little bit of, a couple of oxo cubes, a little bit of water, and then whiz it smooth with a hand blender. You get a nice, thick, really tasty, rich gravy. I love it. And then Yorkshire pudding is a couple of sins. You got like your regular Asda ones. The small ones are like 2.5 cents, but the Smart Price ones, which are the same size, are 2 cents. And they taste exactly the same. I get the Smart Price Asda Yorkshire puds all the time. I know I could make my own for like 1.5 cents, whatever, but I've never been good with batter. I'm not good at cooking batter. My Yorkshire puddings never rise, always flat as a pancake and heavy as lead. So there's no point in me making them when I can just buy them and they take 5 minutes in the oven. It's nice and easy. And the only thing that's really sinful that I have planned for Christmas is the Christmas pudding. I've got myself just a miniature individual Christmas pudding. It's a very small one, and I will make some rum sauce to go on it. No, brandy sauce, not rum sauce. No, it's navy rum. It's navy rum I have. I like navy rum sauce. It's lovely. And that's just going to be, I mean, it's going to be over my sins for the day. But I looked ahead, and the challenge for that week is to only use 7 sins a day. It's the 777 challenge for that week. So if I do the 777 challenge that week and just have those extra few sins on Christmas Day itself, I should really be within my sins for the whole week, no problem. I do like it. I very rarely drink. I sometimes have a glass of wine with Christmas dinner, and I actually have it in the form of a spritzer, so it's even less. So I'm working towards Christmas. I really want to lose. I've only got what, 4 weigh-ins for before Christmas, 5 weigh-ins till the end of the year, and I really wanted to reach my first interim target by the end of the year. So in 5 weeks, I really want to lose 12 pounds. That's going to be a big challenge for me, but I'm going to do my damnedest to get as close to that as possible. I want to hit the new year running. I really want to do that because next year I want to hit my target. Once I get to my first interim target, I have 2 more stones to go to my final target. I say final target, I might decide I want to lose another half stone after that. We'll see. And I will be the weight that I was when I got married. And I really want to do that. So I want to hit my target next year. I'm going to do it. I don't want to be skinny. I just want to be a healthy weight, healthy size, and be happy in my own skin. And that's the ultimate aim, really, isn't it? To be healthy and happy. And on that note, I'm going to leave you because I've been rambling for 11 minutes. That's going to be my longest video yet. So I'm going to go now and wish you all a fantastic week. Keep being losers. Bye.